So I am really sad to have to share this, but I wanted you all to hear it from me. Unfortunately, Hulu has decided not to move forward with Buffy New Sunnydale.
Yay.
I want to thank Chloe Zhao because I never thought I would find myself back in Buffy's stylish yet affordable boots. And thanks to Chloe, I was reminded how much I love her and how much she means not only to me, but to all of you. And this doesn't change any of that.
7 minutes. 7 minutes is all I can spare to play with you.
Directorial.com.
I'm just struck by like Chloe Zhao reminded me of how much I loved Buffy. It's like the most important role of your entire career.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought you'd.
The one you've never been able to equal in your entire career. The one you've never gotten past in your entire career.
Just like, yeah, I mean, I'm glad she did, I guess. Not with that script. Just, you know?
Yeah, that script was something. It's making the rounds now, and people understand why it was canceled. But there might be a lot more to this story, like a lot more. So Sarah Michelle Gellar is out there blaming an executive right now, and they're naming this guy, which is just unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm curious if he's going to ever say anything or if he's going to stay in the shadows.
He should stay stum if he's got any sense.
Probably. But who could see this coming? A Buffy reboot without most of the cast, with Chloe Zhao, who directed The Eternals, and a couple of writers from, what was the show they did?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
From the shitty episodes.
Yeah.
Well, and you got like Agent Carter as well, which, you know, let's be honest, I don't know if any of you guys saw it, but it's a show that's like, well, that was fine.
It was fine.
Carter,
a little overpraised at the time. People were like, this is an amazing show. And I'm like, it's okay. You know, she's hot.
Well, yeah, I think it's Haley Atwell.
She's hot.
She forgives many sins.
Well, I know. People listen, men out there. I completely understand how you were mesmerized by Haley Atwell's tits, and you're like, this is a really good show. I get it.
Hey, buddy, eyes up here.
But if you actually watch the rest of the show, it's not that good. The reason this got canceled, folks, just to reset this, is Az is saying it was Chloe Zhao. People are trying to protect Chloe Zhao.
Hulu wanted to go forward with a season. They were paying out the ass to keep the pre-production going.
Yep.
Because the contract stated that people in pre-production would still get paid. They couldn't nail Chloe Zhao down to commit to a time frame to film this, and then decided to ultimately just fucking cut the neck off it. Maybe the release of the script is an effort to protect Chloe Zhao, because maybe nobody ever believed in this fucking script, and after you read it, you can sort of see why.
If there is any hope to have a positive effect by releasing this, I just, you know, I'd, if I were a friend of theirs, I would caution them. But so like context, you got some. I mean, the whole fucking thing is filled with brand new characters. Stacy was she tried to stake she was too aggressive with a guy who was pretending to be a vampire, a little Renfair thing, and so she's been shuttled out, and she's talking to I think it was a boyfriend, right? Because he didn't do anything about it, and she says, you could have at least defended me, and he says, I didn't want to take away your agency, babe. You hate it when I dim your light. And she says, that is so you, trying to weaponize my feminism against me.
Can I commit suicide yet?
Yes.
Thank you.
eat some fish and chicken. You'll be good to go.
If you read the writer's notes between what's going on, she walks past a bunch of slayers, and they're being referred to as
Edwards and Bellas and 80 perfect.
They are overly sexy off versions of slayers.
Yeah, because Faith and Buffy were never sexy.
No, never.
The dialogue in this is fucking terrible, dude. I mean, Whedon, really good dialogue. That's what he was known for.
A lot of good famous memes from Buffy.
Yeah.
Just good dialogue.
So she leaves the Ren Fair on her own after having an argument with a boyfriend. She goes off into like golfy course area or something, and then suddenly she's attacked by zombie vampires coming out of the ground. And this is the direction given by the writers. Behind her, a second wraith-like figure crawls from the sand. Its skin is dead and stretched like a corpse with stringy hair and dirty clothes that might identify it as female.
Well, you wouldn't want to assume.
But you
We
wouldn't
don't
want
wanna
to assume the dead, rotted corpse's gender now, would we?
Which, by the way, there is a line later in this script where I think it is this girl who's revealed dead to a whole bunch of people, and Nova says, "Oh my god, a girl died," and someone else says, "Well, we shouldn't assume her gender." Like I've seen people say, like, "No, that's self-aware," and it's like,
No.
I'm curious if that's self-aware, considering that was like a direction that just said we assume female. It was like, are you sure? Like, are you sure that's what this script is doing? Is something that bothers me on good old page. It's the end of page 25. So I guess Nova's looking for some information. They're at the library, and the librarian unlocks the ornate gate with a key. Above sign reads Rupert E. Giles Collection. And he says, here we are. The Rupert Giles Collection mostly gathers dust, but the funding shows up every year like clockwork. If you want to tell me that Sunnydale's now famous for its story, Giles would be the most famous watcher. His collection wouldn't be fucking gathering dust. It would be venerated. People would be fascinated by it. It would be the greatest collection that tells you everything about every monster that goes bump in the night. That's like the whole idea with Giles.
Yeah.
The reason it's like, so to speak, dusty in the original series is because, again, the world building is that it's all a secret, and then Buffy herself and her friends aren't interested in reading. They do it, but they don't like it. It's just a young people thing. But now you're telling me it's like, so we rebuilt it and we have Giles's collection and it's gathering dust. What's Giles doing?
Yeah.
And why is no one reading this if everyone's so interested in Sunnydale's history?
He stepped aside for a female watcher.
Yeah.
That's what he's done.
This kind of
They don't need no man.
It just makes me feel like it's like, well, of course we'd be gathering dust because they mentioned his dusty books in the original series. Like, you're not thinking about anything. You're just building shit randomly, and it's really annoying.
I'm getting some more news through.
Okay.
So, secondary contact. This is not the original contract. Secondary contact. And they said the reason why they couldn't proceed with the series is because Chloe Zhao wanted to direct every episode. She wanted to direct it all.
Okay.
So they they were offering to go with other directors, and Chloe Zhao was shooting them down, saying, "I got to direct this whole thing." So I think there's a lot of conflict probably going on between Chloe Zhao and the studio. And I think it got to the point where the studio most likely just got sick of it.
Oh, by the way, some people are asking if they would stick to the comic canon. No, they were going to just do
No. Comic canon is only canon until they make something else in live action, and then it all gets discarded.
Yeah. Which was exactly what they were going to do.
Yeah.
I suppose the only thing left then would be the last page.
Yes, the last page. So, just in case you guys didn't know, the Buffy reboot doesn't have Buffy in it until the last page.
Last literal second of the show.
A beautiful autumn day, big let the river run vibes as sharply dressed workers all pour into Midtown. We track a woman in a pantsuit from behind as she makes her way across into a massive building housing insurance company headquarters. The woman swipes her ID and sweeps into a crowded elevator. Just as she turns, we think we'll see her face, but the elevator door's shut. Follow as the woman makes her way to a cubicle, stows her tasteful work bag, sips her coffee, wakes her computer. Janet says, "Anne, you heading in? Don't want to be late for the morning meeting." Anne turns around. It's Buffy Summers. Buffy smiles, but wry but genuine. Nope, wouldn't want that. She looks smart, professional, happy to be one of the many in a field of cubicles. The nameplate on her cubicle says Anne Summers, an alias she's used before.
Oh,
she grabs
Anne
her notes
Summers, fuck it. Are you kidding me?
and heads off with the others in her department. Stay on her computer as the curated alert box pops up in the corner of her computer screen. Property destruction, death in workplace, possible death liability, earthquake damage. The alert pops up on and on, all from one town, Sunnydale, California. Buffy, Anne, is unaware as she piles into a conference room. As a crushingly boring PowerPoint begins, she sits and zones out like everybody else. Off Buffy, far from the slayer we once knew her to be.
All right,
The end.
Buffy Skywalker.
This is literally Force Awakens.
Yes, it is.
What's she do? When it starts off, does Nova go up to her with Mr. Pointy? She just like
She
throws
just
it
throws it over her shoulder.
And this is fascinating because it's like, so you got an unprecedented amount of Slayers who are desperate for like direction and teaching. Buffy can go across the world, do whatever she wants. She became an insurance worker in a cubicle. What are you talking about?
Just to the point of Buffy's literally in the final fucking seconds of the movie, of the episode. When Stacy's killed at the beginning, the writers go, titles up, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, New Sunnydale.
Ugh.
That was the title they're running with for the show.
And there's a 90-minute pilot, right?
Yeah, 90-minute pilot.
90-minute pilot for the Buffy reboot without Buffy.
Without Buffy until the last 2 minutes, yeah.
And all this talk about getting Sarah Michelle Gellar back, and she's in like a couple of seconds of the last one. Now, there were rewrites to get more of her in it.
I'm not sure I believe it because that one screenshot of the set that came out, she had the red dress, and it's exactly this description. It's like, uh-oh. Like, I think this is exactly what they actually did. It reeks of, I totally watched the show. It's like, she's using Anne because she did in season 3. It's like, shut the fuck up. Seriously.
Yeah. 2 writers were put on who didn't have the ability and went to the most basic bitch thing you can go to. Old hero has lost faith in themselves and they need to be brought out of their self-destructive malaise and depression by a younger hero who's going to be a girl that's the key to everything. It's like, fucking A. Here we go again. And one guy with a fucking brain cell that works at Disney decided to shit can it.
Nerderotic.com. Please subscribe.